Lachlan Irvin for Canucks Army. First of all, for Micah and just as two players both from BC, could just talk about what it was like playing your first game here in Vancouver and seeing the crowd and the atmosphere of the building here.
Yeah, I think it was awesome. I think I don't want to speak for Anne, but I feel like we've always known that women's hockey has just continued to grow in this province. And I think it showed last year with the takeover game, and then the fact that they got their own team this year. I think it's really cool to see that come to fruition after we've just continued to grow the game in this province and kind of put it on the map. So it was cool to see that in the first game, but also today, that continued kind of fans showing up and people in the jerseys. Like, it's all really cool.
Hi, Smith from the Ice Garden. You guys beat Vancouver at home and then now on the road take the loss. What did you see was like the biggest difference for you guys in this game versus when you were playing at home? For any of you.
Anyone? Okay. Yeah, very different game tonight versus the game at a Prudential Center. I think, I think in both games the home team came out with an edge, and I thought Vancouver played a good game in the first period, especially. They came out, really tried to set the pace of the play with how hard they were playing, to be above pucks and get to the net, and they got a couple of real good plays that didn't go our way, and that was the difference of the game. I thought, the back 40 minutes for us, there were a lot of good things, and it was just a little too late to spot them 3 goals.
Is he Chunk the Hockey News? For Micah or Anne, you both have played in quite a few buildings so far throughout the season and throughout your careers. Where would you say the energy of the Pacific Coliseum ranks for you?
Yeah, there's definitely, you could tell a ton of energy and support in this building, especially being local here. And I thought, the crowd came out tonight and it was really fun to play in front of a home crowd.
It looked like for any of you, it looked like in the second and third period you guys were starting to really put together some better scoring opportunities. What does it take to kind of work on like the finishing and finding the finishing in those parts of the game?
Yeah, I think it's still early in the season. Like, we have sure we have a young team, but we also just have a new team. Like, we have a lot of people who haven't played together before. We're only 5 games in. We're also only 4 weeks in to the season as well. Like, we jumped right into training camp with players missing and all that stuff. So did every other team, but I feel like for us, we have a lot of new players. So I think in terms of that execution, it will come. I think that second and third period showed we're doing the right things, we're getting opportunities, and I think as the year continues to progress, we'll start to put a few more of those in the back of the net.
Millie Rivers, Offside News. We've got about an 11-day break for you with the rivalry series. How are you planning to make the most of that break? What are you expecting to see as some of the outcomes from having a bit more practice time and a break between your next game?
Yeah, I think obviously there'll be a few players that go off and compete over the next 11 days with their national teams. But for us, it's just more time together. Like Micah said, I mean, we're 5 games in. It's early in the season, but we need more reps together. We need to continue to build our habits and especially in all phases of our game, frankly. So. The power play is something that comes to mind. It hasn't been, it's been good in a lot of moments. We've had a lot of great looks. They haven't fallen our way yet, but they will, and we got to stick to it. I think, just more time to connect, more time to get on the same page in all phases of the game.